Hello guys, it's Krish here. So today I'm going to show you something cool, something I can say I was waiting for. I was thinking why I can't use my iPad for coding. Especially when I'm traveling, it's really hard me to carry this MacBook and all the chargers and everything, and I had to find power and everything. It's really crazy. But if I could code using my iPad, then I can charge this from my car, and it is really convenient in simple. I was thinking and I was looking for a solution for a while, but finally I found one. Actually, this kind of very recently they launched that's mean I found one recently. So this kind of a game changer for me. I understand this is not perfect, but something is better than nothing. When it comes to IDEs, IDEA and VS Code are the browsers what I most like to work with, because those are really nice features and speed, performance, everything is really cool. Very recently, VS Code launched their browser-based IDE. Is really good. I understand this is not perfect. There are so many things to fix and so many new features to add, but for now, this is really good. So all you need to do is go to your browser and type vscode.dev. That's it. So you will get your usual familiar what usually install on your computer, right? So you have usual welcome page here. You can even create a open a project what you have already, right? So it's jump into here. So let's open this project. Right, so it's asking me to get the file. So now you can see if you go to here, so my usual the page, the usual code what I used to use on install IDE, I can see it here, right? So this is really cool. So but there's a catch. Microsoft Edge and Chrome, Google Chrome are the only browsers I think still support for the file API. So therefore, if you need to use this file opening, if you want to open some file from your computer, then of course you have to use this browser, right? So either Chrome or either Edge, right? But you can do something like this. Let's open a new tab, vscode.dev, right? So you can open a remote repository. If you want to work with some remote repository, you can go with here and open the remote repository. The easiest way, the most cool thing, let's say I go to my GitHub repository, right? So let's go to repositories. Let's get some project. Let's say Nest.js REST service, right? So all I need to do is go to this address bar, right? In front of this, just type vscode.dev/. That's it. So the VS Code will pop up and get this code to your browser very fast, seamless, right? It's really cool because now you don't have to clone your projects and everything, right? See, so you have everything here, right? All your code, right? So it's the same. I mean, you don't feel this is not your install IDE. So everything is pretty much same, right? But let's say, for example, when it comes to themes, I usually like this theme to work with because this is, I mean, most of the time I code at night, and this nice color and this calm screen, I really like this theme, right? If I want to use the same thing on my IDE, so what I can do is I can go to preference and see what is this. What I don't remember the name of this theme. It's Night Owl, right? So what you need to do is you go here and type Night Owl, right? So yeah, this is the theme, right? So what you can do is you can come here, go to this one, type Night Owl, right? So you can get the theme, okay? So you can right click here and copy the extension ID, okay? And after that you need to go here, themes / you give this theme ID, right? So now I think it should be theme, right? So theme / the copied ID, right? So now Visual Studio will load this theme for you on the browser, right? So Visual Studio Code will load this theme on the browser. Yeah, see, now it changed the theme. So now you can, if you want to keep this, you can say keep, right? So now this would be the theme for your work, right? So now from here onwards, you will have this one as your theme, right? So if you open a folder again, as like I did before, so you can see now I get this nice italic letters on this theme, right? So this one, so you can see I can use even my custom theme, right? So not only that, not only themes, if you're a fan of Liveshare feature, you know what the Liveshare is. Let's say especially these days, like we are working from home, we need sometimes someone's help for our code. Like for example, you're stuck with something, you want to show this code to someone else. So then you can ask that person to download the code and like go through this, say go to this file, go to this file, go to this line and so, right? But you don't have to do that in Visual Studio Code. You have this inbuilt feature called Liveshare. So now still, to use this feature, when someone asks my Liveshare session, I have it in front of my computer which I install Visual Studio Code, right? Because otherwise I can't get this, right? Or else I need to install Visual Studio Code to the machines I have to see his session. But now you don't have to do that. But all you need to do is you can go to your these extensions. You can get this Liveshare pack install, right? So it install Liveshare extension pack, right? It's install the Liveshare and the Liveshare audio both, what usually you install on your install IDE. And then you can open a Liveshare session with someone and you can get the link and you can share the link with that person. Then he can or she can remotely see your code in her own theme, right? Let's say someone, you are sharing the code with someone and she's using some different theme and she will see your code but on her theme, right? If you really want to experience these new features, if you don't know how to do that and if you want me to like walk through, so then put a comment. I will happy to do that. So now I'm kind of thrilled with this, but this has everything? No, this doesn't have everything. For example, okay, for example, if you go here, if you try to run a terminal, then this will say, no, you can't run this on a terminal because it makes sense. This is a browser. This does not have a computing power behind it, right? So terminals are not in the browser. So therefore, what you need to do is, if you really want a terminal, right? Of course, you can download the code, right? That option is already there. Or else you can use the code space. If you are a code space user or if you have a familiar with, you can create a code space and you can put this code and then you can build, right? You don't have to pull the code to your machine, but you can use the code space. You have option. It's not like convenient as you just run in the terminal, but you have to understand this is a browser, right? But if you're a Python user, if you do with the Python, then there are some experimental plugin where you give the Python terminal or the runtime environment to the browser itself to get it work. But if you're a Node or some other users, then you don't have that feature yet. Probably they will come up with a solution, right? Hope for the best. Anyway, so I just wanted to introduce these features. You can remember, you can go to GitHub, and if you need to see this code in like for example, if you want to do a code review, right, going through the GitHub and code review is a really painful task, right? So instead of that, you can just type vscode.dev/ in front of your URL, so it will come up with a really nice editor. So now you can have this deep linking, and or like if you want to like deep link some MD files, or else if you want to jump into from this file to that file or everything, right? The browser is not the right place to do that, but here with the IDE, the browser-based IDE is give that feature to you. So I understand this is not a complete browser what you install on your machine, but this is good enough to manage what you have. And I just need to get the iPad now and just go to my browser and go to GitHub and just put the VScode.dev in front of browser. So now I can see any code now easily on my iPad, right? I can even code and I can save, I can do everything what I want. The only missing piece here, if I'm not using code space, then I cannot really run this code, right? But everything else I can do. Then see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and stay safe. Take care.